come in, you know what I'm saying? We got to have nothing but pages promoting our liberation, our upliftment, our redemption, our our black power politics, our black power economics. Fuck what if that's what they want to do, let them go on and get them some TPs. If them niggas want to look for Lemuria up under the water, then goddamn it, do that. But goddamn it, don't allow them to come over into our community and ransack it. All right. All right. Let me line these slides up. Let me line these slides up. They're already ready. I've already been working on them. You know, I got some websites, even the one I was looking at yesterday, you know, talking about African-American Wiccans. Goddamn, you goddamn 4 things and shit. You don't know what the fuck you is. African-American Wiccan. Goddamn. That's a mixed up motherfucker right there. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna start right here again today because it's a beautiful, it just set me off. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of times, you know, and I see it, you know, because, you know, we let them on our pages and shit and they lied to you. Let me bring it up. Let me bring it up. Let me see if my mother. Thank you, family, for all your donations. Now, one of the lies is you gonna hear is Wiccan has no connection whatsoever to Satanism. And then another lie is that Lucifer is not Satan or the devil. Okay? You're going to hear all these different lies from different organizations. And like I said, you can always catch every last one of them. I want y'all to hear me out now. If you go into the Freemason Lodge, you got Gerald Gardner, who started Wiccan, modern Wiccan. He was a Freemason. Okay? Then you had Alex the Crowley. Like I said, he didn't believe he was the devil. He didn't believe in or worshiping the devil. He felt he was the devil. He said he the beast, 666. But he was a 33rd degree Freemason. And then you got Blavatsky, and she talked about Luciferianism, and she was in co-masonry. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, then you had Anton LaVey. Now, I don't know if he was a Mason, but he attracted a lot of Masons into what you call the Church of Satan. You see what I'm saying? So Freemasonry is the cauldron. It's the cesspool where all of them go sit down and call each other brother. Okay? And then you got the Wiccans saying, goddamn it, that, they is not connected to Satanism. And we're going to show and prove that Gerald Gardner, who was the founder of modern Wiccan, was a student of Aleister Crowley, the Beast 666. Killed them right there. Show you that the root of all witches is lie and deceit. Okay, even in devil, nigga, you see deceit. You understand what I'm saying? So when we read this by Brooks student, I don't know who that is, but she sure got busted telling a goddamn lie. Wicca is a peaceful earth honoring. See, lead you on in. Because they know most of the sisters, they into the earth, they into the goddess movement, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, as long as it's African-centered. You can't go in there, you understand, wide open. You got to have some type of orientation. Europeans got orientation. When you look at most Wiccan, it's Celtic, it's Viking. They got an orientation. They ain't all over the board. The major goddess and gods of Wiccan are Celtic, Roman, Nordic deities. Okay, now they put the other ones on there to fool you niggas, to get you to come on in, because they need some sacrifice victims. Like that nigga, what's his name, Jeffrey Dahmer. You understand what I'm saying? You go over there and he smile all in your face, say you on the team, nigga. You wake up, nigga, half your leg in the goddamn freezer head on the damn stove and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so this is what they doing to fool you niggas, to get you in there so they can make a sacrifice of your ass. It says, Wicca is a peaceful, earth-honoring, polytheistic religion that has no connection whatsoever to Satanism. It was founded by Gerald Gardner in the 1950s as a mixture. You see? They told the truth right there. A mixture of reconstructed pagan beliefs and more modern ceremonial magic practices. Now, right there, with the term magic, let me get that off of there. The term magic. Let me deal with that. Already, I'm going to crack that automatically. You see what I'm saying? Where is that at? Let me go straight to it. Because what I'm gonna just go ahead. You know, it was coined by Aleister Crowley. Okay, when you see people spelling magic that way, that was coined by Aleister Crowley. I don't see exactly where, you know, I got it. You understand? But I'm quite sure we're gonna run into it as we move down the line. You see what I'm saying? But no doubt about it, it was coined by Aleister Crowley. Okay, I'll get back to it. You can look it up. You see what I'm saying? So that's a key right there. Let me come back on up. That's a key right there. You know, when you see somebody use that spelling, magic, M-A-G-I-C-K, then you know they've been influenced by Aleister Crowley. And so here you see, and again, if you ever see that damn alien shit, space A, you know, where they try to talk about aliens coming, I think it's on the History Channel or whatever, and they got that crazy ass cracker got his hair all floating, you know, lifted up and shit. This is where he get that shit from. He get that shit from Gerald Gardner. And you see right here that Gerald Gardner is in his coven. He's in his witch's lair, and he's got the cross of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, okay, which Aleister Crowley was a member of. Okay, that's where Aleister Crowley got all of his you know, his development as an occultist. He was in the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. And so you see Gerald Gardner right here with that cross on his wall, showing the affiliation to Aleister Crowley, to the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. And so when we understand that this lying witch who says Wiccan has no connection to Satanism is telling a goddamn lie, because Aleister Crowley was the beast, 666, okay? And so we read right here, Gerald Gardner claimed to have been initiated by a witch of New Forest Coven in England during the 1950s. He later crafted the Book of Shadows. You see that, crafted. You see what I'm saying? The Book of Shadows for his initiates that was entirely derivable from European grimoires and the texts of Gardner's superior in the Ordo Templi Orientis, OTO, the great beast 666, Aleister Crowley. Okay, already we ended that. We done already busted them. And when we seen that they had the K in magic, we knew that Aleister Crowley already had an influence. And then this is Gerald Gardner's OTO charter. He was, not only was he a member, he had a charter to run one of the branches of the OTO. So he wasn't just a member, he was one of Aleister Crowley's top initiates. Okay, and then you're talking about, you know, witches, when they perform their magic, you know, a lot of them you see on TV, but you could go look this man up on YouTube and he blatantly tells you that you can't work magic unless you're naked. That's why when you look at a lot of if you look up witches and you see them naked dancing around in a circle, you understand what I'm saying? They're supposed to be naked when they perform and they magic. You see what I'm saying? And so he's a little freak. You know what I'm saying? He's a little freak. got all the women out there and shit, you know, naked and shit, doing all type of sex magic and shit. And so they say that Wiccan ain't got no connection to Satanism. So I'm looking at this shit on the floor. Look like Satan to me. Look like goddamn Satan to me. Okay, what the fuck it look like to you? Huh? I'm gonna blow it up right there. So you letting these little corny individuals on the internet lie to you. You got to understand, especially, you know, to be a black witch, you know they friends with the white witches. And so they lulling you, they sending them black witches down there like they always do to lure more black people, especially sisters, into the white coven. So they can corrupt your mind to sin, so they can spread they catastrophe on the people. Okay, and again, this is Patricia Crowther, Queen of the Sabbat. This is one of Gerald Gardner's top witches. And she took the name Thelema, which is the philosophy of Aleister Crowley. So they just said that, okay, Wiccan is not connected to Satanism, which is a goddamn lie. Because again, we'll go over it again and again and again. And let me run down who Aleister Crowley. He is probably the most infamous occultist of all time, even though Madame Blavatsky is the most influential of all time. Aleister Crowley is probably, you know, she's the queen mother of the coven, and he's like the, you know how you got Mary and Jesus. That's your Mary and your Jesus. Okay, you got Blavatsky and Crowley. And Aleister Crowley brought a lot of the perverted sex magic that a lot of these niggas is out here, in the community, and they teaching all this whatever tantric sex and shit and all, and you get back there and shit, and a nigga trying to do all type of sick shit with you, your woman, and everything else. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? They got that shit from Aleister Crowley. Okay, and this nigga talked about human sacrifice. He talked about animal sacrifice. He got rituals and shit where you got to, ejaculate during the ritual and shit. That's what them sick motherfuckers Ron L. Hubbard, which we'll get into. You understand? They was performing one of Jack Parsons and Ron L. Hubbard performing one of them sick sex rituals that Aleister Crowley had, wrote up in one of his books and shit. So this is where all that sick shit come from. And so he was put out of many goddamn countries. They didn't even want I think he come from Britain, but they didn't want him in Britain because of the shit that he was doing. So he was eventually deported from Italy because one of his initiates ended up dying in a ritual where they say he done fed the motherfucker cat blood. Okay, this is the type of sick mind that Aleister Crowley they say is the wickedest man that ever lived. And when you got a title like that, nigga, believe me, that motherfucker is every bit live up to that goddamn title as the wickedest man that ever lived. Now, how the fuck is you talking about you ain't connected to Satanism, and the motherfucker that taught your founder was the wickedest man that ever lived? And then you got to understand what's coming out of his mind. And so when you hear motherfuckers using that magic shit, all of that occult shit, nigga, you better step the fuck back, nigga. You better step the fuck back, nigga, and do your research. Let me keep it moving. Okay? And so that's right there, that's the symbol for Thelema. You understand what I'm saying? That pentagram, inverted pentagram. Okay? And you see right there, she took on the name Thelema. Okay? To let you know that Wiccan is, very much connected to Satanism. And just like I say, Aleister Crowley was a Mason. He was a 33rd degree Mason. Gerald Gardner was a Mason. Okay? He claimed to be a witch. Aleister Crowley claimed to be the beast. And then you got all these theosophists that talk about they Luciferian. They all Masons. They're going to tell you that Luciferianism ain't Satanism. Satanism ain't, Luciferianism. Wiccan ain't part of Satanism, but all of them motherfuckers sitting in the Freemason lodge calling each other brother. So that's where you got to step up out of the cauldron.